Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Odontology, the study of teeth. So today's video I'm going to explain about the diagrammatic representation of various epithelium what we covered in the previous video, starting from simple epithelium and ending with stratified epithelium. So in simple epithelium, the first epithelium is squamous epithelium. So when you see the squamous epithelium slide, when you see under the microscope, you will see the cell like this, okay, flattened cells arranged in the architecture, okay, that is flattened cells with oval nucleus, okay, and the underlying connective tissue shows a fibrous tissue, okay, embedded with small blood vessels. That is common in all the connective tissue that is present, okay, for the nourishment of the epithelium. So this circle is there, this circle is the microscopic field, okay. So we move on to the next epithelial structure. It is cuboidal epithelium. So when you see the cuboidal epithelium, this is cuboidal shaped appearance of the epithelial cells. The epithelial cells in squamous, it is flattened cells, and in cuboidal epithelium it is cuboidal in shape, okay, and the underlying connective tissue with round nucleus, okay, the nucleus is rounded, okay. One more thing I didn't explain is, see when you see in epithelium, the junction between the epithelium and the underlying connective tissue, one small line will be there, okay, that forms the epithelium that where the cells are seated on it. That is called as basement membrane, okay, that remember, basement membrane. All the epithelium will have the junction between the epithelial structure cells of the epithelium and the underlying stroma is the basement membrane, okay. So we move on to the next epithelial structure, that is columnar epithelium. All the examples I have already posted in previous video, you can go through and brush up. So when you see the columnar epithelium, the cells are tall columnar, okay, tall columnar with elongated nucleus, okay, the arrangement of the nucleus is elongated, and and as well as what I have drawn is the connective tissue stroma. Whenever you draw, you have to draw the epithelium, basement membrane, and the underlying connective tissue stroma. So with these three basic diagrams, I complete the diagrammatic illustration of the representation of the simple epithelium, okay, starting from squamous, cuboidal, and columnar. Next we move on to the we'll see the stratified epithelium. You have stratified. So in stratified epithelium, in stratified squamous keratinized epithelium and stratified squamous non-keratinized epithelium. So what is the and keratinized epithelium, again you have two variants, that is para-keratinized, and ortho variant, okay, ortho-keratinized variant. So this is a representation of a stratified squamous keratinized epithelium. So starting from down to top, okay, the representation should be from top down to top layer, not from top to down layer, okay. The first layer is stratum basilae, okay. They are arranged as a cuboidal or low columnar cells, okay. The cellular arrangement is cuboidal or low columnar cells. That layer is called a stratum basilae, where there will be increased mitotic activity that takes place in this stratum basilar layer, where the increase and similarly there after mitotic division happens, new cells are formed or the daughter cells are formed, okay. After that they slowly migrate towards the superficial layer. When the cells are migrating to the next layer, it forms its morphological shape and forms the layer called as stratum intermedium, also called as stratum spinosum. Yesterday I have discussed with the picture what is there in that atlas, okay. The spikes are seen surrounding the cellular membrane, okay, that is called as stratum spinosum or stratum intermedium. Above that it is stratum granulosum, where the cells will have small granules, okay, hematoxin granules, okay, it will appears as dark in color, okay. The cells will possess granules, that is why it is called as stratum granulosum, and top is the stratum corneum, where the para-keratinized layer is evident, okay. I drawn the para-keratinized layer. Without this nucleus, this pycnotic nucleus, it is called as ortho variant, okay. If this nucleus is evident, means that is called a para-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium, okay. So this layer is called as, again I'll show very nicely, it is drawn in this, okay. This line is called as your basement membrane, okay. Again I'll be dealing in more detail about stratified squamous epithelium, stratified keratinized and non-keratinized epithelium. I'll be dealing it more in detail in upcoming videos, okay. So this portion, this structure is called as recti regis, okay. the small elevations are there, na, these are called as rete ridges or retapex. Both two names they used to call. Okay, so first I'll just recap this layer. Okay, from here only we have to start the diagram after drawing the basement membrane. Okay, these are stratum basilae cells. Superficially it is stratum intermedium, above that is stratum granulosum, and above it is stratum corneum, where a parakeratinized layer will be seen. Below this is this portion is called as the rete ridges. Okay, this is called as rete ridges. Underlying is the connective tissue, cellular connective tissue stroma, where you have collagen fibers, fibroblast, and small blood vessels are also evident in the underlying connective tissue for the nourishment of the epithelium. Next we will move on to the non-keratinized epithelium. Next we see the stratified squamous non-keratin epithelium. Okay, the example is oral mucous membrane, okay, or the buccal mucosa. So in this only thing is it is slightly similar to stratified keratinized epithelium. The only major difference is you won't have any keratinized layer. One major difference. Okay, non-keratinized, that is why it is called as non-keratinized. Keratinization layer won't be evident above the superficial layer. Okay, and one more thing is absent is stratum granulosum is not evident in non-keratinized epithelium. Okay, first is stratum basilae, then stratum spinosum and intermedium and superficial layer. Okay, underline that is the connective tissue stroma, and the junction between the epithelium and this one is the basement membrane along with the small rete ridge formation. Okay, this is the representation for non-keratinized epithelium. Finally, we'll see the pseudostratified columnar ciliated epithelium. Okay, most commonly it is a respiratory lining with cilia will be seen. And one more example in the head and neck region, the maxillary sinus. Okay, this is the histology appearance of a maxillary sinus. Okay, so see, when you see this, I told it is columnar cells with presence of small cilia. Okay, and in between you can see small hourglass shaped appearance cells. Okay, hourglass shaped appearance of the cell called as goblet cell. These are called as goblet cell, that is present in the maxillary sinus lining, epithelial lining. Okay, so next will be your underlying connective tissue stroma. See, underlying connective tissue stroma shows presence of fibroblast. Okay, then collagen fibers, and there is a group of minor xyloid glands. Okay, there is a group of minor xyloid glands located in the underlying connective tissue stroma. So this is the diagrammatic representation of pseudostratified columnar ciliated epithelium. Okay, so with this I just render up all the diagrammatic representation of the various epithelium what we covered in the classification of the epithelium, starting from simple to stratified, and finally I covered with pseudostratified. Okay, hope you like this video. Press the like button if you like this video and subscribe to my channel for new upcoming videos. Thank you.